Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning, Natural Health Sundays, every Sunday morning. This is it, this is my habit, this is my practice. On Sunday mornings, I go to church. I'm in my church, and my church is my body is my temple. My body is my temple, and we do physical and mental healing. Physical and mental healing means that there's an emotional shift. This is emotional healing, this is energy healing, this is breath work, this is movement, this is thought, word, this is intention, it's movement, it's mindset. This is how we change ourselves naturally. We get ourselves moving, we make ourselves accountable, we make ourselves a little bit vulnerable, we put ourselves out there, we get ourselves going, we try our best, and then we just come together and we do it together. And when we come together in a community, we bring our energy together. And when there's two or more together, we bring energy together. We bring more energy in a community together. And that means more healing power for all of us. Just waking myself up here Sunday morning. Every Sunday morning I like to practice for myself. I like to take some time to give love and care to myself. So I'm going to be doing it. If you want to do some fitness on Sunday mornings, just join in with me, because I'm going to be doing it every Sunday morning. I'm committed to doing it. So if you want to have someone to do it with, come out on Sunday mornings and do it with me. Sundays at 11. Just getting myself moving. Just getting myself breathing, just getting myself ready for my day, for my week, thinking and talking about things that are in alignment with my goals. I want to be fit, I want to be healthy, I want to be well. I determine my health and my wellness myself with my thoughts and my words and my actions, the way I feed myself, the way I nourish myself. I nourish myself with my thoughts and my words and my foods, my ideas, what I hold in mind, what I say, what I think and talk about creates my reality. Just taking responsibility for myself. I'm practicing movement. I'm practicing healthy thought and word and movement. Just building some healthy practices, some disciplines into our lives. Just taking responsibility for ourselves. Let's get ourselves moving today. I got my imaginary ladder here. I'm at the top of my imaginary ladder, and I'm just coming through my ladder, 2 feet in every single rung of my ladder, and then I'm going to skip back. So I'm coming through my imaginary ladder, picking my feet up, pulling my knees up, working through my hips, and then I'm skipping back. I'm going to turn on my clock. It chimes every 30 seconds. It's going to give us a 30-second chime. Let's practice for a minute more. Coming through the ladder. Just picking the knees up. It's a physical training. I'm physically training my body. On the way back, I'm bouncing up on the balls of my feet. Right? Bouncing up on the balls of my feet. Getting up on the balls of my feet. Pulling through my hips. Pulling through my core. And skipping on the way back. Just bouncing. Just getting my heart pumping for the day. Just pumping blood around my body. Just moving lymphatic fluids. Just moving oxygen through my body and releasing carbon dioxide. Just nourishing myself, just breathing. When I get myself moving, my body starts to breathe. And just observation of that. I am moving, I am breathing, I'm taking charge of my health and my wellness. Here I am. Hello? This is me. I'm doing a good job. No. Here's my next one. I'm going to drop myself down into a squat, an isometric squat. Good morning. I'm going to get those arms up over my head. I'm down in my squat. I'm working through my hips, through my thighs, through my glutes, and I'm working through my upper body. I'm lifting my arms way up, straightening out my arms, working through the legs.
John, something's coming up. I gotta go.
Okay, Paul. Working into my legs, working through my upper body, and breathing. Trying to hold myself in that position. I'm working through the whole body, and I'm breathing. This is the big key, focusing on the breath. Tuning out what's around you and beginning to tune in to what's inside of ourselves, right? The breath helps us to do that. My next one, I'm going to be working on my legs and my upper body again here. I'm going to sink myself down into the legs, and I'm going to open up my upper body here. Chest open, shoulders back, working into the physical and opening up. Extension in the upper body and working through the lower body and breathing. Just tuning into your breath there. Switching, I'm going to put the other leg forward. And I'm going to sink down into it, working through the legs, opening up the upper body. That's a physical training practice. This is a mental training practice, a physical training practice. Just spending some time together, working on ourselves physically and mentally. Here's our next one. I'm going to be coming back through my imaginary ladder, getting my knees up, coming sideways, and then on the way back, I'm going to go drop down into my squat. Step wide, drop down into my squat. Step wide, drop down into my squat. Coming through my imaginary ladder, getting my knees up, moving sideways through the ladder, coming back, dropping down into my squat, working on my thighs and glutes. Drop your butt. The lower your butt goes, the more you're going to tone the glutes. Working on the butt, working on the thighs, slimming, toning the thighs, dropping my butt. Right, coming back through my ladder, picking the knees up, bouncing up on the toes, bouncing up on the balls of the feet, and then coming back through, drop your butt. Coming back through, drop your butt. Sink your butt. Working on the legs, working on the thighs, picking the heart rate up, bringing myself to life. I'm invigorating myself for the day. I'm taking charge of my health. Who's in charge of your health? I'm in charge of my health. Good job. This next one here is going to be a bit of balance. Now, we could do this on our hand, or we can do this on our elbow. Right, on your elbow, or if you want to try it on your hand, you got your feet stacked. You're opening up your chest and shoulders, right? You're holding yourself in a nice, rigid plank position. Working on my obliques, working on my lower back, working on my core, my breath, centering myself with my breath. Good. Same thing on the other side. Other hand down. Feet stacked. Opening up chest and shoulders. Holding yourself firm and rigid. And just observing your breath. Switching to observation. Just watching. Just watching what's happening. Just watching our breath. The movement gets us breathing, and then we begin to just watch the breath. All right, next one. I'm going to go into my ladder, out of my ladder. Into my ladder and out of my ladder. 2 feet into my ladder, 2 feet out of my ladder. In, out, out. In, out, out. On the way back, I'm going to work on a walking lunge. Walking lunge. Walking lunge. In, out, out. In, out, out. 2 feet in, 2 feet out, bouncing. On the way through my ladder, getting my heart pumping. A little bit of physical action, and then I'm working into those legs. Slowly, full range of motion, dropping down into your lunges, working on your legs. Back again, in, out, out. Bouncing through, getting the heart pumping, getting the body breathing, and just coming to the awareness of breath. Here I am, working on my breath, working on my movement, working on me. I am working on me. I am getting better. I am practicing physical and mental health and well-being. What do you think the result of that's going to be? A better version of me. I am working on a better version of me. Good job. Let's try this one. See if I can do this. Do this right. I'm going to have one. I got one foot there. My other leg in the air. My opposite hand. Let's go. The opposite hand to the floor. Whichever leg's down, the opposite hand goes to the floor. And then my other hand comes to the sky. Balance and strength and rotation. Can you practice that one and breathe? Balance, flexion, extension, and rotation. While you breathe. Same thing on the other side. One leg down, the opposite hand. And then I'm rotating and looking up, twisting, balancing, and then trying to just focus on your breath there. Good job. Woo! Waking up. Waking up. Talking about waking up. Speaking about it. I'm waking myself up. Thinking it, saying it, breathing with that thought in my mind. I'm waking myself up. I'm getting fit and getting healthy. Just talking about it. That's how it happens. You got to think and talk about it. You got to practice it. That's how it happens. Next one, I'm going to go in, out, out. In, out, out. Here it is. 2 feet in, 2 feet out, 2 feet in, 2 feet out. On the way back, let's try some bounding. 2 feet in, 2 feet out. Coming through my imaginary ladder, and a little bit of bouncing on the way back. Two feet in, 2 feet out. 2 feet wide, 2 feet close. On the way back, bouncing. Getting up on the balls of the feet. waking up, waking up. Moving the blood around the body, waking up, waking up. Let's come to life for today. Let's get ourselves going for the day. Five seconds, moving, breathing, bouncing, doing your best. Good. Here's my next one here. I got my arms, right? Watch this. I'm going to have one arm go down while the other arm goes up. See that? One arm goes down, one arm goes up. Right? Just working through wringing out your shoulders. Try to twist one hand as far up as you can. Try to twist the other arm as far down as you can. Right? Next, try to turn your head towards the hand that's looking up. And then next, try to take an inhale and an exhale looking one way, and an inhale and an exhale looking the other. Extend out your body. Look over the other side. Inhale and exhale. Extend out your body and twist. Twist yourself over. Look over to the other side. Big inhale and exhale there. Over to the other side one more time. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. Let's give those arms a good shake. Swing them out. Heart's pumping. Body's starting to get hot. Body's waking up. You feel oxygen moving through your body. You feel your body's coming to life. It's invigorating from the movement, from the breath, from thinking and speaking. We're bringing ourselves to life. It's a practice. It's a habit. We're stepping into the energy that we all have. Into our own energy. Next one here. I'm going to come down and touch. I'm going to come up, bounce, down into my squat. Come on up, bounce. If you can bounce it out. If you can't bounce it, or if you want to slow it down, we can just walk it out. Right? If you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you can keep it going, bounce it out. Dropping your butt, working into the legs and thighs, getting into the big muscles. Waking up. Coming to life. If you need a little breather, you can slow it down or take a little break. No problem. Awesome. Awesome. Next one here, I'm going to drop myself down in a crab position. I'm going to work on my glute bridge. I'm going to try to push my hips up. If you can't do that on your hands like that, you can drop down and do that off of the floor. If you can do it up on your hands, awesome. So I got my hands back and I'm trying to lift through my hips. Drop my hips and lift through my hips. I'm trying to open up through my chest and shoulders. Working on my glutes and my hips. Drop your butt. Lift your hips. Open up your chest and shoulders. Physically opening up your body. Physically working on your hamstrings and your glutes. Working on your flexibility, range of motion. If you can't do that on your hands, we do that down on our back. Just down on our back, we can lift our hips that way. More supported by the floor that way. Awesome. Next one, I'm jumping up and I'm just working on my neck circle. Just rolling out through my neck, all the way around. Great big circle all the way around, stretching out my neck and shoulders. And the same thing the other way. Great big neck rotation. Good. Next one, I'm just rolling out my shoulders. Forward shoulder rotation. Right? Forward shoulder rotation. And then backward shoulder rotation. Great big circular motions through my shoulder blades. Really opening up those shoulders. Get those arms going. Let's go. Great big front crawls, open water swim. Swing out those arms. That's a physical training practice. That's practicing, moving, and breathing. Practicing lifting up my energy for today. Breathing with those thoughts in mind. And backwards. I am working on me. I am getting better. Every day I'm learning more. Every day I'm growing more. Every day I'm getting better. I am getting healthy, happy, and well. Just swinging out those arms. Trunk rotation, all the way down, all the way over, all the way back. Opening up my body, all the way over, all the way down, all the way over, all the way back. And the other way. Nice big circle, just stretching out your body, just moving through your body's range of motion, letting go, recognizing where you've got some tight spots, you got some lack, you got some limitation, you got some stuff trapped in your body, we got to get it out. It's physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's energetic, just like you. Dropping myself down into plank position. Opening up my chest and shoulders. 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 Stretching in the plank position. Carrying my body weight on one hand. Carrying my body weight on the other. Practicing. Open up. Open up. Open up. Repetitive practice reprograms the subconscious mind. You got to build a physical training habit into your body and life. You have to practice it. Carrying your weight on one hand. Carrying your weight on the other. Carrying your weight on one hand. Carrying your weight on the other. Next one, I'm going to be down on my hands and knees on my mat. I'm going to be working on my hips. Let's go off to the side. Good job. Same thing on the other side. Off to the side, working on my hips. I am working on my hips. I am toning up my hips. Good job. Dropping myself down on my side here. I got my bottom knee bent. I'm going to lift my hip off of the ground. And I'm going to try and raise my top leg. Working on my hips. Working on my core. Toning up. Getting into shape. Building a healthy, natural practice into my life. Switching sides. Same thing over here. Physically training. Practicing. Toning. Tightening. It's a habit. It's a behavior. We're working on it. Good job. My next one, while I'm down here, I'm going to work on my push-up, rotate, rotate, push-up, rotate, rotate. You can do that off of your knees. You can do that off of the wall. You can do that off of a couch. You can do that off of a chair. You can modify that any way you need to. You can make any changes if you have to. If you can't do that yet, that's okay. You do your best. You just do something else. Rather than talking about what you can't do, just think and talk about what you can. This is how it happens. We got to think and talk about what we can do today. Let's talk about what we can do today and what we're going to do in the next couple of days to get ourselves going in the right direction. Let's think and talk about where we're going. Right? Let's let go of where we've been. Got a couple dumbbells in my hand. I'm leaning forward and I'm working on my rows. Let's go. Work onto the back muscles, upper body. Let's pull those arms back. Let's see. 20 to 25 rows on one side. Pulling those elbows back. Upper body strength. $20 or $25 there with one leg forward. Shake it out. Take a breath or two. Change it up. Other leg's gonna come forward. Same thing. Pull those elbows back. $20 to $25 forward lunging rows on the other side. Toning up. Tightening up. Shaping up. Let's get in shape. Nice deep breaths, nice deep breaths. I see some skinny, fat, healthy looking people out there, I tell you. What a sexy bunch you guys are. On one leg, here's a bit of balance and strength, look. kick, 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 kick. Balance and strength. Kick, kick. Front kick, back kick. Just practicing your balance and your strength. Just breathing in it. Same thing on the other side. Balance and strength. Front kick, back kick. Front kick, back kick. Good job. Next one, got a couple dumbbells in my hand. I'm going to do some balance and strength here. Standing on one leg, I'm going to engage through my core and I'm going to hoof it out through the arms. See if you can get 15 or 20, 10 to 20 curls, depending on what kind of weight you got there, whatever you like. 10 to 20 standing on one leg, same thing on the other leg. Just practicing balance and strength and core and arms. Just working on myself, physically and mentally. Working on myself. What's the result when you work on yourself physically and mentally? You get an emotional result. There's an emotional shift, an energetic shift after we do the practice. Next one here, I'm working on my balance. I'm working on my balance and I'm working on my tricep extension. Let's see 15 or 20 balance tricep extensions on one side and the same thing on the other side. Single leg, balance, tricep extensions. Balance, I love balance. Balance is an awesome practice. If you're tipping over, then you're not really tuning into yourself right yet. You're not able to get into the center right yet. If you're tipping over, you got something out of balance in your body. We just got to practice our balance, and we got to kind of be peaceful with it along the way, you know. You don't want to get angry at yourself. I can't do it. We gotta be gentle with ourselves. It's going to take a second. You're not going to turn overnight into everything you want with regards to your fitness. It's going to take a second. It's going to take a second. It's going to take a little bit of practice to get this one right. All right, our next one here, let's just work on some forward flexion. I'm just reaching for the floor. I'm just hanging out my lower back. I'm just hanging out my hamstrings. I'm just letting my neck hang over. I'm just hanging over, hanging out, and just breathing there. And I'm trying to tune into my breath, just observing my breath, just watching my inhale and exhale. And with every inhale, I want to intend to rise my energy. And with every exhale, I want to allow my energy to move freely through my body. Coming up from there, I want to repeat, but now I'm going to work on my extension. Let's stand tall and open ourselves up as tall as we can for the day. Physically lengthening out the spine and working on your best breaths there. Draw up your energy with your inhale. Allow your loving energy with your exhale. Breathe it up with your inhale. And allow it to move through you with your exhale. Just opening myself up as wide as I can physically. All right, this is a physical training practice. If you see Qigong or Tai Chi or yoga, all of these things, ancient practices where you get into a position and you just breathe. You just connect inside of your own internal energy while you're in the position. And just allow your energy to move through you in this position. Just connecting to your inner force. This is an energy healing practice. It's mental, it's physical, it's emotional wellness. Dropping my hands down, I'm working with pulling my shoulders down my back. Scapula depression. Pulling my shoulders down my back. Chest forward, shoulders back, spinal extension, and full inhale and exhale. Just practicing good posture. Good. Next one here, I'm reaching back. I'm working on some balance and strength and flexibility. I'm stretching my quad. I can do 2 hands back. I could do 1 hand back. I could reach for the floor or the wall if I need to, right? Whatever suits you best. Quad stretch balance. Just breathing. Same thing on the other side. Quad stretch balance, any kind of variation you need. Working on balance, working on strength, working on breath. Practicing. Best inhale, best exhale. Best inhale, best exhale. Just working through that breath work practice. Next one here, I got 1 leg forward and 1 leg back on my toe. I'm forward lunging. I got both my hands to the instep of my front foot. I'm forward lunging. I'm opening up my hip in the back. I'm opening up my back knee. And I'm moving my energy. I'm channeling my energy through my body. With every inhale, I want to pull that energy up from my toe, from the ground. With my inhale, through the earth and out through the top of my head, through the crown of my head, exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Watching your breath, staying with your breath, staying inside of yourself. It's a focused practice. Big inhale. Exhale. Move your energy through your body. Think about that. Talk about that. Intend it. Imagine it. Both hands to the inside of the front foot. Straighten out your back leg. Forward lunging. Stretching out. Big inhale. Draw up your energy through the floor. Through your leg with your inhale. Draw it up with your inhale. Exhale, move your energy through with your exhale. Allow it to move through your body. Big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Breathe through. Lengthening out your body, creating space in your body, moving energy, channeling energy through your body, healing yourself with your loving energy. Good. Squaring up to the front. I got my legs nice and wide. I'm hanging my head over, I'm hanging my head down. Letting my lower back hang out. Letting my hamstrings hang out. Hanging down. Letting go. Just breathing there. It's just a breath work practice. It's a focus practice. Just breathing. Focusing on your loving energy, integrating your loving energy into your life. Imagining that in your mind, in your imagination, in your feminine mind, in your feeling mind, in your creative center. Reaching over to one side, pulling my head down towards my knee, straightening out my leg. Just breathing. Connecting to your energy with your breath. Each inhale and exhale is a moving of your energy, a connection with yourself. Each inhale and exhale is a moment. Gain more awareness of your thoughts and words in each moment. Practice it. Over to the other side. Stretching out, pulling your head down towards your knee and just breathing there. Stretching out those hamstrings, releasing any blockage, any tightness, any resistance that you're holding in your physical body. It starts in the mental body and moves into the physical body, and then it moves out into your external world. Heal it within. First in the mind, and then you'll see it let go in your body, and then you'll see it shift in the external world. Just working with your internal energy and freeing up your own energy in your life. I'm just heel-toeing my feet together there. I'm just getting down into a crouch. I'm working on my inner thighs. I'm working on my lower back. I'm working on my knees. I'm bending my knees deeply. I'm relaxing and letting go through the hips. Just breathing. I'm connecting to my root chakra. This area here, the lower back, the hips, we hold a lot of messy stuff down here. This is where we've created a lot of damage from the intestines, from the digestive system. We need a lot of healing here. This is our root energy, our root chakra. This is our safety, our security, our worth, our value, all down here. Getting down into it, getting comfortable, just sitting in with it as best you can, and just breathing with that energy there and connecting to that energy there. And working myself out of there. Coming up, coming up, coming out of there. Sitting myself down on my butt. I'm going to reach over and go for my toes. Grabbing the tops of my feet. Pulling myself over. Just breathing. Letting go. Letting go of the thoughts and words and emotions that I no longer need. Releasing the things that no longer serve me. Come on up. I invite you back into the party, into the life, the game of life. Come on back up. I'm calling up my shadow. I'm calling up my trauma, my fear, all the stuff that's been suppressed and trapped in my body. Stuff that's hidden, stuff that I don't know about. What don't I know yet? What have I not understood yet? What do I need to learn? What do I need to know? You want to have a relationship with yourself, you got to talk to yourself. You got to communicate. Lying back, I'm just taking my feet up over my head. I'm inverting myself, working on my inversion, letting the blood and the lymph drain, shaking them a little bit if you can, letting gravity work on my body in a different way, changing my perspective, just looking at it from the other side. Slowly lowering my feet over my head, relaxing through the neck and shoulders, and breathing there as best I can. Coming up from there, I'm flipping myself over. Got myself on my knees. I'm coming up tall, I'm reaching up, working on a spinal extension. You can do this one hand back on one side. Try to take an inhale and an exhale there. I like 3 to 5 breaths in any position. Other side, same thing. Big inhale, big exhale. Just practicing. Just moving energy through our bodies. If you can get both your hands back at the same time, awesome. If you can't, just work on the one-handed version again. Leaning back as best you can, opening up and taking your breaths. Good. If you can reach back to the floor and push your chest forward that way. You can open yourself up a little more deeply that way. Breathing into your belly, breathing into your hips, pushing your hips forward. And if you like, you can go all the way back if you can, if it's in your practice. Leaning all the way back, releasing through the quads, through the thighs, through the knees, through the hips, through the lower back. Breathing into your body that way. Just allowing, just letting go. Just finding some peace. Just finding some comfort in the discomfort. Just finding some ease in the shadow. Just stepping into that messy room a little bit. You got to push yourself into the discomfort a little bit. We got to push into the discomfort a little bit. I got my hands up at the top of my mat. I'm going to put my knee between my hands. And I'm going to drop into my pigeon. I'm working through my hips and my lower back. Work into the blockage. Work into the discomfort. Push into the discomfort. Stretch into the challenge. Put your head in. Look into the dirty room. Reach into the uncomfortableness. Consider the other idea. Consider an alternative idea. Allow, accept, breathe. Accept it, allow it, breathe. Let go. Stop fighting. Allow, accept, forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive the other. Breathe. That's just moving energy through your body. Just channeling energy through your body. Same thing on the other side. Just moving into your posture, getting into your position, and working on your blockage, your resistance in your body, your physical body. It starts in mind, it moves into the body, and then it's out in the external world. We got to fix it in mind and let it go in body, and then we'll see it shift in the external world. Just breathing, just allowing, just healing, just letting go. Breathe into it. Let it go. Breathe into it. Let it go. It's okay. Speak nicely to yourself. Be nice. Be nice. Be gentle. Good. Next one here, I'm just going to flip over. I'm going to work on my extension. Just lifting up through my chest and shoulders, stretching out my abdomen, letting go through my lower back. Breathing into my belly and my lower back. Just breathing there. That's a deep extension in the body. Just dropping myself back the other way, working on flexion. Sitting back in it. Relaxing through the hips. Relaxing through the thighs. Letting go through the neck. Straightening out the arms. Breathing there. Child's pose. It's a breath work practice. It's a movement practice. It's an awareness practice. It's a focus practice. It's a discipline, a self-discipline. It's an intention practice. It's an imagination practice, right? It's a physical and mental practice. It's an emotional healing. It's an energy shifting practice. Sitting, laying on your back, how would you prefer to do it? It doesn't matter. We're going to just pause for some energy healing, some energy shifting work for a moment. Just sitting or laying, however you like to do that. It's an observation time. We've just been working for an hour on ourselves physically. We've been working on ourselves physically. We've been working on ourselves mentally. We've been thinking and speaking to ourselves. Now we're just watching ourselves, just observing what we have done. We've moved our energy around. We've stirred up our energy. We've called up our energy. We've spoken to ourselves. We've intended our very best. We've talked about being healthy and well. We've talked about our goal. I want to be healthy and well. I want to be fit and healthy and well. Putting those thoughts in your mind. Thinking about those things. Holding those thoughts in your mind as you breathe, watching your breath, becoming the observer with those thoughts in your mind, observing your inhale and exhale breath while you think about the things you wish to create in your reality. Affirm positively to yourself while you breathe. I believe in myself. Inhale and exhale with those thoughts in your mind. I believe in myself. I believe I am good. I believe I am valuable. Think those things in your mind while you take a couple of inhales and exhales. I believe I have power within me. I believe there is a creative force on this planet. I believe I am a part of that force. I believe I am love. Holding those ideas in your mind, conjuring those ideas in your imagination, intending those things in your mind, imaging those things in your feminine mind, imaging those things in your imagination, to conjure the feelings in your feeling mind, in your imagination, in your feminine mind. See yourself as love. Imagine that into your reality. I am love. Breathe with that intention, that image in your mind. I am love. That's an intention practice. That's an imagination practice. That's a breath work practice. That's a movement practice. That's an energy healing practice. This is a life-changing practice. This is a changing my life practice. I am changing my life. Just image that in your mind. Imagine that into your reality. I am changing my life. I am safe. I am well. I am good enough. These are affirmations. Just breathing with these things in our mind. This is just energy healing work. This is mindfulness. This is meditation. Begin and end your day with energy healing work. This is energy shifting, energy transformation. This is energy healing. The human is an energy being, a feeler. The feelings are a result of the thoughts. But we have some trapped and blocked energy, trapped and blocked feelings in our bodies and lives. And even if we think we may have solved the solution in thought, we have to work through the feelings or the energetic part of that. That's just the practice of working through the energy that's trapped in our bodies. Just letting go and allowing that energy to come up and heal and reintegrate. It's shadow energy, it's suppressed energy, it's trapped energy. Just allowing it to move through our bodies and lives. Just intending that. Just thinking about it, speaking about it, and practicing it. This is how we do it. This is how we heal ourselves. With movement and thought and word and breath and intention and community and dialogue and sharing. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Every Sunday morning we're going to practice at 11. I'm committed to that. Every Saturday afternoon we're going to dialogue about it. I'm committed to that. I love you. I love you. I love you.